Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are in the world. My name is Meg and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to kind of do a bit of a talk about my life a little bit, update you guys on what's been going on, because I have been MIA for quite a while. I did do a video a little while ago apologising for being MIA and then just continued to do that for a little bit longer. A lot has been going on and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I thought whilst I'm getting ready to film some more yoga tutorial videos, I might as well just kind of have you guys here. You can see how I do my makeup as well, and then yeah, see how I do my makeup, and you can kind of have a little update on where I've been, what's been going on. I think needless to say, this year 2024 has not gone how I thought it would. Not necessarily in a bad way, but yeah, just a lot of curveballs, and I feel like finally I am at the point where I can just kind of relax a little bit, and yeah, I have got some good news for you all, which has made me very, very happy, but it wasn't an easy process to be able to tell you guys this good news. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and if not, go and look at one of my other videos or somewhere else completely. Before I start applying my makeup, I have already washed my face, cleansed, tone. I've had loads of moisturizer on my skin and then I've let it soak in, and I'm gonna go in with like a tinted sun cream. Today I'm actually going back to Norfolk, which is my hometown where I'm from, or home county where I'm from, for my sister's birthday. So I'm going to be driving a lot, and obviously going to be exposed to, even though it's not much sun, I am going to be exposed to the sun. So next I'm going to go in with some concealer. Sometimes this is literally all I'll do when I record on here, which I literally will do my makeup, or I'll do this much and I'm like, yeah, that's enough, and then I'm like, actually, like, I've got over 500 subscribers right now, so if every single one of you watches my video / other people, that's a lot of people seeing a face with very little makeup on. I can't say I'm like a massive makeup person, I just don't. When I was about 21 I got acne, and ever since the acne kind of came on, and I would literally just put makeup around my eyes because my whole face was just caked in spots, and like they were really sore and painful. So I was like, why, you know, why am I gonna put makeup on that, because it's just gonna make it worse. I basically stopped putting makeup on my, like doing a full face of makeup, and I never really went back to it. But one thing that acne has done is it has scarred my face. I'm in the process of kind of getting rid of it and diminishing it, but my acne has only really properly disappeared in the past week, and that's kind of leads me quite perfectly into what I wanted to talk about on this video. So a lot of stress has been happening, and I guess stress is something that people do talk about a lot at the moment. I think it's quite a, people are realizing more and more how bad stress is for you, and I don't think I realized how much stress I was putting myself through when I was going through everything. It wasn't until maybe this past couple of weeks that I've gone, oh, okay, yeah, I've been putting my body through quite a bit. And yoga has been amazing in helping, I think, with coping with a lot of it, but there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I think as well, I haven't really listened to people. A lot of people will say things like, well, yeah, you know, you're probably getting ill all of the time because you're stressed, and I sit there and I'm like, no, I don't get stressed, you know, I don't really suffer with stress all that much. But I'm not going to go into too much detail over where my, like, what my stress was, but it started when I was about 20. My stepmom and my dad went through a divorce. which I found really, really difficult. And then I was in a relationship that kind of blew up and I wasn't happy at all, so I left that. And then COVID happened, so yeah, that was really difficult. And in the beginning of COVID as well, I was living with an ex for, you know, literally every day, all day, and his family. So that was quite difficult. And then I went self-employed, which actually was really fine. And then once my employment had kind of picked up, and I then moved an hour and 20 minutes, my voice. I then moved an hour and 20 minutes away, so I kind of had to start all over again, which had its pros and cons in both ways, because I really wanted to get out of where I'd grown up. I grew up in Norfolk, and had, like, honestly, I'd really not gone anywhere or done anything or been anywhere other than Norfolk. So I was, you know, really happy to move. I don't think I realised, I think in my mind I was like, oh, I'm gonna move and then everything's gonna be fine. The past, by that point it was like 3 years or 4 years, I was like, oh, everything's gonna fall into place, it's all gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine. And then we moved here and I got a new job, and yeah, that did not go well. So I've been, or was in that job for like 16 months, and again, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you know, when you just go into a job and at first I thought I was the problem. I wasn't the problem. I was not the problem. There were so many things that happened in that job that just were not okay. So many things were said, just, yeah, mainly one, well, I say mainly, it was one specific person. Isn't it sad that one bad egg can just spoil the entire batch? Which is exactly what that was. And I left after, so that was 5 years worth of stress. 5 years worth of stress. And then this is my first week where I am now officially, so when I started this channel, I wasn't expecting to get, you know, I know it's only 500 people and there are people who have had massive, you know, who've got massive channels, but I really enjoy making content for everybody. I really enjoy doing it, and I want to start to build my Instagram up. I think I mentioned that in my last video, that I wanted to focus more on building up my channels and just kind of working a little bit more in the influencing side, because I really enjoy it. And what I love is that I can give you guys yoga content and I can teach you yoga, but you haven't got to pay, which I just think is amazing, because I think everyone should be able to learn yoga. Little trick for when you do your makeup, going off piece completely, I've just bronzed. Use your bronzer to then bronze into the crease of your eye and like blend it out. It looks so, so lovely. I'm gonna have to use the mirror to do this. So I've left. I am now, I'm working from home, but I'm also gonna be basically spending my time filming for you guys, which is gonna be so much fun. So that's why in this week, literally, my skin has got so much better. I don't think I realised how much stress can physically affect you. I think when you live with it for so long, you just don't realise what your body's going through. So I'm such a bad beautician, because I tell all my clients off for this, but like I would stressfully pick my gels off of my toes whenever I had gels on my toes, which was quite regularly, because obviously teaching in bare feet throughout the week, I didn't want my toes to look awful. But when I then wanted to take them off, I would just pick them off, which is really naughty. And you shouldn't do that at all. It's so bad for your toes. And I absolutely but it was normally out of stress. I'd sit there and be like, okay, and I'd just pick and like chip away at them. And my toes, like, I have absolutely, the nails are completely destroyed. My legs, I used to get eczema all up my legs. That was, you know, eczema can be linked to stress, which didn't really think about, and that again has gone down. Tummy issues, always struggling to like eat certain foods, literally you name it. There's been like, I can tell in my body that it's suffered through stress with it, you know, like the acne was a massive sign, I think. I used to like twiddle my eyebrows, and I'd pulled loads of my eyebrows out and like stressfully pull them out and stuff. Honestly, since I've kind of just taken a step back on life, it just goes to show when you're like in the wrong environment how much of a difference not stressing can make. So that's been my life. That's been a little update on that. Since Christmas, I guess what I mean by everything hasn't gone how I thought it would go. At Christmas, I made I made my New Year's resolution was to not let people walk all over me anymore. I had a lot of people that just talked down to me, talked to me like I was stupid, or just like had like literally no respect for me whatsoever. And I decided at Christmas and New Year, I was like, okay, when the new year comes, when we're in 2024, I'm just gonna kind of take note as to who has and hasn't, you know, how people talk to me, and instead of just letting them talk to me however they are, if it's not okay, and I don't in my mind, I was like, I don't have to justify it to anybody. If I'm not happy and I don't like it, I'm not gonna put up with it anymore, which I feel like normal people probably do that. But I put up with a lot. Like, I'll just go with it. So then I went to work at my now old job, and literally walked in and was like, no, this is not the environment I need to be in, not the place I want to be in, you know, I just need to go. I kind of spent January, when I sort of realised everything that was going on, I was like, right, so I'm going to kind of take this year to heal. And I spent January just relaxing, really, trying to calm my whole nervous system down. I went to quite a few, I think the universe listened to me and knew what I needed, because I had so many like experiences, I guess, just happened to open up for me, like trial out yoga classes like Yoga Nidra, different like support groups would come up on my Instagram that you could like go to meetings and like just listen to people's story and be with like-minded people, spa days, all these kind of things that just sort of happened. So that was my January, just chilling out, calming my nervous system down, calming my brain down, kind of getting used to everything and just processing everything. February was like, I don't know, like the month of fire. And I'm pretty sure it was when the Chinese New Year started, which is weird because our Chinese New Year is a dragon. Year of the Dragon starts, and I think I was, when you realise how many people you'd let talk to you in certain ways and things like that, it literally did like start a fire in me. And I think as well because I'd realised I was in a job I didn't want to be in, I was just irritable, everybody annoyed me, everything annoyed me, but I think I needed that. Like, I was literally just angry, and I spoke my truth. I literally told people when I wasn't happy, and I made it known instead of just going along with it, which I don't recommend to do, to be honest with you, because it doesn't feel that good. And yeah, I don't think it's the best way to go about things. But in that moment, in that realization, and I'm not saying it was always the best way to deal with things, but in that realization moment, I was speaking my truth. If somebody said something I didn't like, I just wouldn't take it anymore. I'd say no. I'd be like, okay, no, that's not okay. Or I tell you what else I did as well, is anybody that I was forced to kind of be in close proximity to, or like working with, that had upset me, instead of being nice, I just didn't say anything at all. So my nanny always said, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And it's not that I didn't have anything nice to say, I didn't have anything to say. I didn't even want to, like, I think when I realised how much power these people had taken from me, I didn't even want to entertain or bless them with my time of conversation. I was just done, finished, finito, absolutely no, had enough. And then March I was like, okay, I need to let go of all of this. So I left the job, finally. I'd worked my notice, I left the job, left everything behind. I did the whole like writing letters and then burnt them all except for one which went missing magically. That's another story. A lot of like different pranayamas, trying to get different things out, and loads of meditations. One thing I did do in January and February, which was really helpful, was I would meditate with the mantra, "You are safe." And that was amazing. And then every time I felt unsafe or felt threatened or just like not happy, I just would say to myself, "You're safe," and it would immediately bring me back into that moment. So that was a really nice little touch of healing that I did. So yeah, March has been a little bit more of a month of letting go. I'm really excited for what the future holds, and I'm so looking forward to being able to make content for all you guys and just share what's been going on in my life and share more yoga with you all and everything. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of done the clearing work and made room for a brighter future. So I'm gonna go downstairs and start recording for you guys. Let's get some yoga content going for you. I hope you all have a brilliant rest of the day. Thank you for getting ready with me. It was nice to have a little chat, a little catch up. And I am on Instagram and TikTok as well. I am going to start posting on my Instagram and TikTok. At the moment, it has literally been like a ghost town on there. I hardly ever post anything, especially TikTok. But no, I'm going to try and make more of an effort now. I'm going to try and put more stuff on there. So if you want to go and follow them, it's a little bit more day in the life. If you enjoyed this video, or if you want to learn more about yoga in general, go and subscribe to my channel. I don't know why I'm pointing down here. I guess it's because I'm going to put the little subscribe button down here. I guess that's happening now. But go and hit the subscribe button. It means that every time I post a video, you guys get a notification, so you can always keep up to date with what's going on, the latest yoga stuff that I'm posting out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I look forward to enjoying the rest of the year with you, and yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.